Hello, everyone, and welcome to another hybrid Major Glitches tournament match. This is not Yoho, and I'm joined here with Momo. Hey, Momo.
Hello, I'm ready for this hybrid rager. How about you?
Yeah, I am too. This was a crazy one. Game two last night was a pretty huge upset with MM2 taking the first game.
So yeah, I actually missed game one because I was on another race. What happened, if you remember?
Oh, well, it was a very fast seed, which normally I think most of us would put that in kind of Chex's favor, but because of the ordering that they chose to do the Dark World in. Check started with like Pod Eastern and then went around, and then MM2 chose to start with Skullwoods and then go around the other way. Uh, MM2 skipped Desert because he still had so much stuff left to do, but Chex, without that much stuff left to do, chose to dip Desert and see what was going on. Ended up costing him.
This tournament has been full of upsets and game threes. It's pretty hard to know what's going to happen at this stage. Everyone's pretty evenly matched to the point where I think more races are being determined by luck than by one racer just being better than the other. But
Yeah, absolutely.
over time, of course, the stronger player will usually take more games than the other, and that's also why we're running double elimination to give people a chance to come back. This is an upper bracket match, which means they can lose and still be in it. I saw a map check for MM2, and I think it was all crystals, with one of them being red. I don't
Hera
even
was
care
red.
which. I don't know.
I've looked at the Hera reading red before and used that to make choices about like Pyramid Fairy.
Hera Red is actually like a good one because it's downstream of Meyer most of the time.
Yeah.
But then you just find the mirror, and Pyramid Fairy doesn't matter anymore.
Well, that race, I played Tam, and Mirror was in the Pyramid Fairy, so I ended up
Ooh.
just ruined by it.
I do love when you can actually read red crystal logic in HMG, and it only ever happens like after you've already gotten the pyramid items.
Yeah. So we are off. They are both doing Stank starts here.
Also, both taking advantage of red rupee tree pulls. 300 rupees on lumberjack. Thank God. Yesterday we had 2 lumberjack seeds. I'm done with blue balls.
Yeah.
Love rando.
Chex always sets up for this tier 2 triple. I don't think MM2 will do it though.
They're pretty much tied, and the map check Chex did caught him up. He was behind. Caught MM2 up because MM2 is behind by his map check. Ooh, they have different tree pulls. They're both good. Having full bombs is really good for doing plays that aren't Kakariko, and having money is also really good.
Chex is straight into CAC.
CAC W. Everything is
Oh,
CAC W. Going early is CAC W. Going late is CAC W. It's all a meme.
exactly 100 rupees to pay the bottle guy. Oh, there we go. We blow up Anna Lamp immediately.
That's already a faster old man cave for most people.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard not to be slowed down a little bit by the dark rooms. Even like you can see mm2nes kicking up dust. Every time he does that, he stops and loses a few frames. So the lamp will save Check's time when he does this. MM2 got a camera correction that I'm not sure was intentional. You normally do that if you're doing back of escape, but MM2 doesn't have the glove that Chex has.
You know something MM2 did yesterday? We might see it again. I'll just leave it. Let you experience it. The surprise.
Oh, I know what it is. I'll let the chat experience it. This is... Oh, there we go. We got the water walk. I didn't know you could do it sideways like that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I never think about it.
You can actually take the water walk to the transition and get the fake flipper there. It's a little bit weird. This is the only time I've ever seen somebody like purposely fake flipper while in water walk. But there's a reason for it. Fire Rod and Sick Kid. Very good that the bottle is in CAC. Because that could punish you if it wasn't. There you go. That swim clip is a little bit finicky. If you have too much momentum, you'll pop out to the left instead, even though you're holding up. And if you mistime it, you'll pop out in a place where you can't actually get inside. Gets 3 items. Good return on investment. None of them mattered, though.
Yeah, they weren't good.
It makes it easier to make the decision to go into front. But Chex will have an easier time because he has mitts. Or he has gloves. Oh, that book! Link's House is something Chex wishes he had right now because he's about to do desert. There's a whole bunch of fetch right here that you can do. One of them is checking the tablet. Well, this is interesting. So I think the fact that he's not in desert right now and he's doing the other stuff tells me that he's probably going to do desert last and do it all together, which is pretty smart. I don't usually see people do this.
Oh, you think Chex is going to finish desert?
He has the fire rod.
Yeah, but only the fire rod.
You can get good.
Scary.
It is a little scary, but you have bombs. And you can get decent magic in here. I don't know what's in the bottle. So maybe he has a backup potion there. Maybe he's hoping a weapon turns up. Oh, the mirror and checkerboard.
Oh, you know what this means?
Oh, we're doing it. We're gonna end in hammer pigs. Oh, this is good. Mirror and Fire Rod together is an interesting combo, considering we haven't found Moon Pearl yet.
Yeah. Definitely could be in Skullwood situation.
An Ice Rod for MM2. If a Kane shows up, we have everything we need to reach Trinex. We don't have a weapon yet, but we have everything else besides the Kane.
So Chex chose not to do anything for desert.
Okay. That's interesting. They let him save and quit out of Agina's cave. And he'll have the book to check Bombo's tablet when he's ready. I think he's just, but like you said, the weapon situation for Landmo is not ideal.
Yeah, just that long amount of time just to get 2 items. It's kind of reasonable just to save it for later. Maybe you have stuff to make it go faster later. Maybe you have mirror.
He could do this all. He could do this all with Bombo's tablet check in like South Shore together. Especially if he does Ice Rod swim to Ice Rod Cave. So then that's not part of South Shore.
Yeah. Alright, we get to see if MM2 gets dunked. No one gets a sword.
Another fetch quest for desert for Jex.
Oh, man.
Well, that's good because he does have to go back to desert at some point. Oh, there's a sword on the island. That's like everybody's second check. If they start at Link's house. It is dupable. This is still V31.1, so we can still dupe overworld items.
I mean, I think they're fixing it.
They're fixing that,
yeah.
That dupe is a little bit tricky because you can't do the clip that you normally do to get there because it takes you off screen. So you have to get in the water somehow and swim clip. You also have to load in the item before you do the potion glitch. That changes your screen ID. MM2 has...
He was going to check it again, but then he was like,
Yeah.
wait, I did that. Hold on.
Well, I thought he was gonna dupe it.
He does have a red.
He has a red.
I can honestly tell you, I have no idea how you would dupe it with what MM2 has.
I don't think he has enough Ancilla to get in the water.
Yeah.
So what you do is you put it off forever, and you struggle through having a fighter sword. And then you dupe it, and then you find your gold sword in the next check.
Then you find a 20 somewhere. You just feel terrible about it.
Good 20. Monka swordless. Alright, item in Hera, basement cage. It's the Cane of Verna. I think at this stage of the tournament, I don't need to explain why this doesn't have to be a key. It's a key, but it's not the key.
That is not a key that's getting checked until it's desperate.
That's the worst. I hate not knowing if Hera is Mire locked or fire locked.
There's
a glove.
Okay.
There's a glove.
This is just making the pearl even more of a question.
Yeah. We have most spicy pearl locations available. We just need to see a cane.
A red cane, we can get the mythical Trinex pearl. Lowest percent odds, but
is that what you found of the spicy pearl locations? Or all the pearl locations? Trinex is the lowest odds?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Trinex and like Laser Bridge, each Laser Bridge is the same as Trinex in the situation, but
that's interesting. I'm guessing it's because of key logic. Medallion often locks back of TR logically. And if it's locked by Medallion, it's locked by Pearl.
is Chex clipping in the Dark World to East Death Mountain?
I'm a fan of doing that.
Mire and Swamp are both pendants.
Good. Mire, Swamp, and then of course the good old... We can go to Pendant Skull right now and get the green pendant and turn it in for Moon Pearl.
Oh my god, the green pendant Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I really like doing this thing Chex is doing. Just starting that route in the Dark World, and then leaving your portal up there and returning to it at the end to pick up Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah, I guess this makes sense. It can be in Super Bunny, so check it.
He could also, because he has the mitts, he didn't have to do this. I think this is a little better than using the portal, but that's also an option. Like, MM2 could do that. You could walk out of Mini Moldorms and... Oh, you don't need the cape. You have
MM2 hasn't done Kakariko, though, so has no mitts, no knowledge about, well, it could be all this stuff.
No, that's true. He doesn't have the mitts. Or the mirror. He's innocent. He just thinks that Pearl's in Kakariko. He doesn't know what he's gonna find. The cool thing about MM2Ness's route is when he does get to Desert, he can... Oh, goodness. He can do Mire Shed while he's there. The Chex wasn't able to. We just found the cane.
Yeah, it's... I'm feeling it!
This is level 3 spicy.
Yeah. Oh, you could get like a spreadsheet of every seed that's done in the race, and you put like the spicy rating.
Yeah, it's a menu.
Like it's a menu, yeah.
Would you like a glass of milk with that?
And Chex doesn't have the ice rod, so I mean it's a meme that it'll be on Trinex, but
It is a meme. It's amazing that MM2 can just do it now. Oh, but he doesn't have the fire rod.
No, they're both
missing
have half
something.
the puzzle.
Yeah, MM2 has way less of the puzzle. Chex has a little more incentive to go in and just not do Trinex. I mean, he can do everything else.
Also, doing Trinex with just the Master Sword, no hammer, regular magic. is very unpleasant.
Oh, MM2 was here earlier.
MM2 ran out of Waterfall to go check
Oh, weird.
Hobo
Okay.
and Island.
That makes sense if you were always planning to do this. But I hate sacrificing the water walk, because running around here without water walk is so painful.
Oh yeah.
It's why I don't do the ice rod opener as often as I used to.
Not rewarded for this.
Has Chex followed the rule yet?
Yeah, checks his check back of escape.
Good.
Learn that it's nothing. Follow the rules. Basically, right when he saved from Desert Grandpa.
That's the rule. That's right when you save. MM2 also does a south to north. He and Chex route so similarly. Like, this route that MM2 is doing is something Chex is known for.
Yeah, this checks might sue over this. This might be copyright infringement.
I think it's fair use.
You can just get the item on the tablet.
Man, he can lose time by having the sword here over Chex. We'll have a no cutscene. Mirror. It's a funny place for Mirror. I like, you think, oh, because of Blockbuster, but really just because Mirror is not normally supposed to be here. Easy to forget. Oh, this is Chex's first, sword information.
What?
Now I'm understanding, because I saw MM2 run out with this sword and then check that sword.
Okay. I'm gonna just bombing up the dude desert.
Chex can dupe the sword, by the way. He has the Cane of Samaria and some other things.
We're in the desert.
Okay, let's see it, Chex. Oh, he's just gonna get it.
Just gonna get it, yeah. Well, Chex likes Master Sword, I think.
That's true. He's perfectly comfortable with just the sword. And he's not one of those, memers who will just dupe it because he can. He's behind a game. He can't afford that.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
So I wonder if this will be a return to desert for Chex. He has a lot to do here. Bombos tablet. Okay, he's gonna do South Shore first. That makes sense. I think I would start at Mini Moldrum Cave and then backtrack to Bombos tablet. But I don't actually know if that's faster.
It seems okay. Like, at least it's just a complete thing that you can think about doing. Kind of saving overhead in your brain by saying this is what I'm doing right now, and not having to think about next segments and stuff.
Nothing turning up for MM2, and I said that he'd be able to do Meyer Shed here, but I was assuming he'd be coming from the north, and he didn't. So he also won't have the fire source for desert or the mitts for Meyer Shed. That's Monka
Oh
S.
no!
No,
Okay,
dude.
this is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, just go.
Just
oh
save and
no!
quit.
Just it's over.
It's fine. It's just his graphics are messed up.
Yeah, don't.
He's in the desert now. He's in the drink.
Just get out, man.
As long as he stays on the big screen, he's safe. It just looks bad because of the graphics. Where was Chex's shovel? Why doesn't MM2 have it?
Chex's shovel was... It
Was
was
it
in...
Super Bunny Cave, maybe? That's one place he went that MM2 didn't go.
I'm not sure. Alright, what are we going to see from Chex? Heading to the Dark World. We're going to see the DMD, I guess.
Do you think, yeah, we're leaving the mountain? He's not in a place where he can... What is this?
Is this the rap Chex forgot and is doing the screen rap here?
Oh, yeah, he just forgot the rap. Okay. I think it would have been fine to go to Skullwoods, but it's a pendant, so I can see why he doesn't.
I can understand both. Like, doing Light World stuff seems like a good meta that's been evolving here in the tournament. Just do all the Light World.
I have had really good success doing that in my last few. I mean, even the races I lost, like, I didn't lose because of that. Like, they benefited me for sure. My rule of thumb is, like, I'll do Light World until I have something good to do in the Dark World. I won't go to the Dark World just because I can. Until I'm done with Light World.
Yeah, I try and make sure not to do bunny stuff, because bunny stuff just burns you if it's, like, Pearl somewhere simple. Like, until it's better to do the bunny stuff, I guess. I wonder if mm2 is going to go back to Desert after this and finish it, or what. I'm not sure if there was an item left on Lambo.
Well, with the mitts, you might think Mire Shed. I don't know if most people are in the habit of thinking about Mire Shed as an option. It's one of the more obscure Moonpearl locations. Oh, he's not even touching the area. Okay. Chex also still pearless in the escape.
This is just King's Tomb, isn't it? No? Yeah, this is just King's Tomb.
I guess it is. If you hadn't done Saw's Closet yet, you could do that from here. But nah, I don't think it's actually good. Alright, come on. Who's the first person to go to Turtle Rock? Go to Turtle Rock, cowards. You know it's there. Go get your pearl. The Ether Medallion and Pyramid Fairy. So, yeah, I don't think we care about that. We don't care about the logic because we have the mirror. That can be the Mire Medallion. It's fine. Mire is a pendant anyway. Swamp's also a pendant.
I think the same mirror offset for MM2.
I agree. And also, Chex didn't find anything here except Ether. Ice Palace, good point. Also an option. It's terrible. No hammer, but...
God, Ice Palace would feel awful.
Ice Palace is one of those places where I would just literally go anywhere else and hope the hammer shows up. And then I get my pearl. Chex is back in the Dark World, so this is Turtle Rock. He's already done Super Bunny. MM2 is doing this clip. He does this in his speedrun to get silver arrows. He's actually doing the straight to silvers method where you drop down. It does mean that his camera will be broken when he comes out. And that might be
that hard to fix, though.
It's not, but it might be an issue with checking the ledge item. You can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing in a bottle hoping it's blue.
I was trying to come up with very fun broken offset pyramid fairy, but yeah, you can't see the pyramid. You can't see the pyramid item at all. So
Chex healed. Oh no.
oh,
Oh, he's getting okay. He's actually.
no,
Fine.
this is
Yeah,
too.
he's doing this thing.
Oh, two Blanc is huge.
Too
I love
Blanc.
it.
Too Blanc, too furious.
So what's going to happen here? Chex is going to look normal, but Chex is not actually normal right now. Chex is in what's called Blanc state.
He has red hair. That's not normal.
Okay, well, the palettes get weird, but once Chex takes damage, he'll be normal-ish.
He looks like Pippi Longstocking.
Like, I always use Darkling. Every time I go through a tube, and as a bunny, I look like vomit.
Yeah, my sprite doesn't play nice with the palette either. That's my fault, because I made it.
Magic. Great item for defeating Trinex.
That's actually really good. That makes the Trinex fight so much nicer. I hope Chex actually gets a key here and can progress, but I think the fact that he found half magic there makes it a little less likely that this is even in logic. I mean, this chest is always in logic if you can enter, but anything beyond this, you can see all these locked doors. Look, he's just completely key locked out. What a shame. He can't even if he wanted to. He was thinking about hard resetting, I think. Normally you would think, oh no, you've forced yourself to get a TR medallion, but you can, I think, always get around that by taking one of the out-of-logic backdoor routes and getting a key from there instead.
Yeah, starting at Laser Bridge, you get to skip the Crystal Roller key. And you already get to skip Chomp's key, so...
You only actually need 2 keys to do all of TR.
Where are we at?
What was Chex hard resetting?
I have no idea.
I missed what he was doing.
He was in King's Tomb.
He was in King's Tomb. Oh, he's resetting a shield.
Oh.
There was a shield. I was thinking about that when MM2 did it. I was like, oh, I know some people who'd reset there. Alright, MM2 made it back to some kind of synced... He was actually re-entering his portal, I think. Alright. Now he gets to see the item. I think in Rando... Oh, he missed.
This is okay,
He's
though.
fine. Yeah, he is. It's recoverable. Why did he mirror, though?
You have to mirror to run into Sync to recover it.
Oh. And your portal is still there, right?
Yeah, it's like to the left now when you come out.
Oh, weird. I guess you are wrapping that direction. It's on a completely different screen. Okay, there's more Spicy Pearl left to be found. Pod is where MM2Ness is going. I don't know if I'd be looking into Pod with these items because...
I don't know, Pod in HMG is always something that throws me. Like, it feels like it's really good to dip, but also it's really terrible to dip.
For me, it's just I look for whether I have a bow and lamp. Because if I don't have both of those, or either of them, this is probably just like completely out of logic if you don't get the key in the front. If you do get the key in the front, there's like a bunch of it that's in logic, but you could just be wasting your time here. You don't happen to know if MM2Ness is a basement clipper, do you?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
You can make this work, but the way Chex is doing it is he's picking up the green pendant first. If he does go to Pod, he'll have a green pendant to turn in outside. Pod was bow locked, for what it's worth.
Pretty strong, comboable stuff for Chex.
A lot of players will elect to use a blue potion to fake flute instead, which is not the logical way to do any of this, but it lets you do a little bit more. You can do Thieves Town that way. You can do more Village of Outcasts. But with Thieves Town being hammerless, it's not super appealing, and they don't have an easy way to get to the potion shop quickly.
Chex almost looked like he was going to transition before mirroring back.
You want to mirror as low as possible so that you have iframes to walk through the red guard on this screen. Let's see if he does some damage boost strats here. This one will be a mirror, but the other one, there's a really good damage boost you can get.
I'll check that get it.
Isn't fake Dark World from Thieves Town worth getting here? Chex can't do that from here because he doesn't have the ability to pull the front of Thieves in this state.
Yeah.
He
you
could
have
get
to
it.
do a blue potion YBA to do that in HMG.
He could do some shenanigans with Stumpy, but by then you're just doing Hype Cave. You're not doing this.
Oh god, that link state is so slow though.
Yeah, that's no logic tech. That's
Exactly.
something you do in a game where you don't expect to find Pearl. Chex is finally cleaning up his desert and can pick up Myra's shed while he's here. This is a nice way to route these in because he's coming from that direction. It's not just from a straight save and quit.
Was it in Eastern the whole time? Are we getting downgraded to 0 spicy pearls?
There's gotta be something that we haven't seen yet. Like Myra's shed. There's still hope. There's still green pendant.
There's Myra's shed. Okay.
Why
Still
hasn't
green
Chex done green pendant? He doesn't have it.
I think Chex got 2 in the front, or maybe
He
just
just
1
left?
in the front. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, it was in Saha's closet. The shovel. Didn't matter, but Quake was on Bala's tablet.
That's all the.
We have all the medallions between them and Pendant Mire and Pendant Swamp. It's great. Alright, bomb clip for Chex. Fastest way to get back on the ledge from here. He's very good at it. He does a diagonal up buffer to normalize his position to make the clip be more consistent. Which is pretty hard to do unbuffered.
It's the fastest way to get up, but just going in the portal is probably advised here.
Going in the portal is more efficient. You're right, because you do Myra's shed and then you mirror outside.
Oh, we could see a blockbuster attempt here. Without going in the portal, Chex is pretty well set up.
I can't believe we're in Eastern. This is a scam.
We're in 2 Light World dungeons. After all of this.
After all this, Hera Basement could be the answer.
Oh,
You never know.
God.
We have the key and we have fire.
Every medallion, so it's absolutely... Well, okay. Yeah, so it's not going to be a thing that you need the small key, logically, or something.
You know, if it's Pearl, then it's just like, yeah, we just don't care about top of Hera. We get the maybe we don't get the hook shot. Maybe it's a good thing we have medallions. If you don't get hook shot in the sea, you need to figure out Hera, and sometimes that means coming from Mire.
I didn't see any mirroring on a block.
He's doing this first. I think the order of operations is you do Mire Shed, and then you mirror outside, and you do.
I think yesterday Chex did Blockbuster, and he carried the block. Just
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, he did. I've seen him do. Obviously, I wouldn't have seen him do this in the race, but I have before seen him do Blockbuster and take it to the back.
I hate that. It's laggy.
It
Wait
won't
until
be.
Thursday.
It won't be. It won't be when I'm racing. My race is late enough that people will have found all the major bugs by the time I'm in it. It'll be great. I'm gonna die on Trinex and Argus.
Trinex lunges. He's like, boom, right at you. I think Argus
Flippers
flippers.
for Pendant Swamp.
Ugh.
Flippers cannot possibly lock the Moon Pearl in this mode, by the way.
Yeah.
MM2 picking up some fetch that he left behind, which is the shovel he just got from Saw's closet. Check's getting the crystal from Desert. Maybe a little high five.
Can we get the Meyer shed now? It's basically there, right?
Hammer's not even necessary for Swamp, if that's what you're thinking. That's an easy thing to not know about, but we do have a logical way to do Swamp without Hammer. Since people are talking about Pedestal already. You could check it, get your green pendant, and then check Ped, and then get your pearl from Saha's closet. Okay. Are we gonna see the Meyer medallion? Oh, he has the bird going the wrong way.
I mean, Chex doesn't have to care about the Meyer medallion. We might see it from
He
MM2.
doesn't. That's true. MM2 has to care. Last time I looked, Chex didn't have bombos yet.
Yeah, we might see Chex go in.
There it is. It's spicy. How spicy is it? That's like maybe 2 pepper spicy, because it requires both the gloves and the mirror. And it's a pretty obscure location.
So we're in the mire for Chex. Slightly surprising. This is a pendant.
So now that we have Pearl, how close are we to go mode? I think Hammer and Bow does it.
Hammer and Bow, they both have gloves. Yeah.
Okay, Desert had an item and MM2Ness didn't do it. That surprises me. He's here now, though. He'll get his Pearl, hopefully, if he thinks about it. Anyone running a logic tracker will see that green square.
Yeah, at this point, there's not, like, your choice, you're thinking about TR, and you're just hating everything, so you gotta do this.
Chex is in Mire. That's incredible. It's Bombos, by the way. Which means MM2Ness will not have it. The ability to go in. I wonder if what Chex is thinking is exiting out Swamp and then doing Hype Cave, but then you're doing Swamp as well, or at least part of it. Pretty hard to justify blockbusting when you're Hammer in BOGO mode. Alright, dash to the Sparks, coward. Okay. I've seen people do that. I think they're crazy. I think you have to win a frame rule for that to actually work.
It's like first frame, I think, works every time, but...
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't mirror there. No, he didn't mean to. Okay. Oh, a sword. Not bad. For being an independent dungeon. He keeps going.
There we go. Like, there's a fair enough chance that MM2 just finds Hookshot on the way. And this is a little bit of waste of time. for
So
checks.
what is MM2's hovering / Moldor mounts ability? If you happen to know.
I don't know at all.
Because MM2nes is a keyboard player, but I know a lot of keyboard players will like have a hover controller they can plug in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did it yesterday. I think the shot was early, so.
Dex is sinking a lot of time into this Meyer play. I wonder what he's hoping to find. Maybe he's trying to make up for lost time in TR.
Maybe. I mean, that's kind of time you spend anyway, though.
Well, he didn't find the big key. So he doesn't really get that time back.
Yeah. But all the medallions, like you're able to just go in the front and be done.
Alright, here's the inter-dungeon travel for Chex. He might unlock the door in Hera, because that's probably what he's thinking, is he doesn't have hookshot. He might not need hookshot. So he has to prepare the dungeon to be traversable from the front. He also gets to... Oh!
Yeah,
you normally would get...
down movement, and I was like...
Oh, there's the hammer. It's in C-shaped, or brewery-shaped house.
This is fine anyway. Chex had to come down here to unlock it, so...
I would say there's no reason not to just go into Thieves Town immediately, unless you expect to forget to do these checks. Because you are now 1 or 2 items from go mode. And you might just find it in here and not have to do those checks.
Oh, definitely 2 items. Bombos or hookshot being the 7 item.
Oh, that's a good point. Where was Bombos? For some reason, I thought MM2 had Bombos, and
I think
Chex didn't have
Bombos
it.
was Dark Death Mountain. It was Dark Death Mountain or TR.
Okay.
No, Bombos was a pinball room in Skull Woods.
Ah.
So MM2 will get that in a second.
Will he? It's a pendant.
Oh,
He might not.
maybe not.
Well, I guess this could be an interesting, hover seed, but you Hera as your go mode. Also, it could just be like Hera Basement is the big key. We don't know that. It's not.
Who makes that gamble? I'd like to see it, but who
When
makes
you're
the
in go
gamble?
mode, okay, when you're in go mode minus Hera Climb, you go in there immediately. That's the first thing you do. Maybe you do some dungeon clears and do spawn away checks. The ones that don't cost you too much time. I like that little attempt to get back on grid. Didn't quite work, but at least you recognized it for MM2. Oh, we're not gonna have to worry about dashing through grass lag anymore, are we?
I mean, you still don't move slow. I don't know that people are saying that correctly as lag when you're moving slow.
There's lag associated with being like off grid on the grass, isn't there?
There are pixels where you will be dashing on one tile of grass, and you will be cutting a different tile of grass.
And that's when it gets laggy. Are you saying that that's not lag?
Yeah, you're moving differently. You're just moving slower. Like,
Oh,
I don't
interesting.
think that changes.
Well, I guess we'll find out. I always thought it was lag.
Like when you're doing like Ice Palace and NMG, you move down a little bit to do the dash. I think that's to not be cutting the wrong tile.
Alright, well, the NMG gods, including you, are telling me it's not lag. So I guess I'll have to just live with it in V31.2.
But when the grass dumps a bunch of stuff out of it, that won't lag.
Oh yeah. Didn't somebody call you an NMG god today?
I was called a prominent vanilla runner.
There we go. You're prominent. By the way, this is one of those seeds where if you do Thieves Town before Bombable Hut, you get punished by leaving the hammer there. And then you have to worry about the big chest for the rest of the seed.
Chex is going to be punished. Chex is probably going to see the hammer and then run right back over here and do hammer pegs after doing the smith.
It's true. I agree with this though. You drop off the smith and then you do everything else if you're going to do the smith. It's just more efficient that way. Maybe he'll feel pressured into activating his flute and turning in purple chest. So when Chex was here earlier to do C-shaped, he was a bunny, and he was able to go into anything that had a door and use the mirror to get Super Bunny. But you can see that Bombable Hut doesn't have a door, so he wasn't able to do it.
MM2 is activating the flute. Maybe purple chest play or just
Maybe just having flute and mids together is worth it. In my opinion, I'd be activating it too.
And flippers. You get ice.
Yeah, you get the time back from ice alone, I think. He'll also have to return to Eastern. Though I'll probably do it with Pod, because he's already done. He has no reason to return to Pod until he's ready to do Eastern.
So, Momo, is it time to just say screw it and go into GT? Not care about the hook shot?
I don't like doing GT without hook shot, but when you're looking for the bow, it can be a little bit more rewarding to chase density. The thing I don't like about GT is getting to Ice Armos without the bow and without the hook shot, and you're doing a slow fight, and then you have to think about climbing without a bow. I think I would just not be doing those things, but maybe they'll get to a point where it's better than anything else they can do. I'd definitely do Turtle Rock and Ice first. Especially Turtle Rock. That's for MM2, that's huge density.
Yeah, very doable dungeon right now.
Yeah, here's Ice. Ice is good. Pretty
Also
quick with this equipment.
Doable dungeon, yeah.
But yeah, he's not doing Myers, so no bombos. And we'll have to see if a hookshot turns up.
Oh, this room's so different on the fast ROM.
Oh, I bet it is. That room's so laggy. Nice job walking around. Oh, he overshoots. It's still fine. I don't even think he lost time with the overshoot. I think he broke even. Alright. Nice attempt at Tajsa bombs. It's easy to not have the bottom two Pengators aggro properly if you move down too quickly. So Chex is behind by having done a bunch of Mire, but he did make progress in unlocking Hera, so if Hookshot doesn't show up, that's not really too much time lost. He also has a sword advantage.
Yeah, I think at this point, having the hammer, we might see Chex just do Hera into TR. Chex is saving Queen of the Mountain.
Do you think we see Iced Tea from MM2? It's pretty hard to justify going into Iced Tea when you are in this hole. Yeah, he's not going to do it. 50-50 chance. Unless he was miscounting. I saw 2 items. I don't know if I saw a third.
Now, there should still be 1 key and an item out there, I think.
I think he's missing an item too. Yeah, and he's definitely missing a key. Because he had 0. Nice use of doubles, although I'm told that you should knock Cold Stare to the left if you're gonna go for doubles.
I don't know if that's a myth or not.
It might be a myth for him because he used the flute. There's the key. Oh. Alright, look at S. Item in Iced Tea room or whatever it's called.
There's 2 bows. What's the worst that could happen?
I think Chex got the big key from Hera. But I don't know if he made an attempt at opening the big chest and using Mire, but he failed the bomb jump. So I think he's leaving an item in there.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point too. The fact that Chex found the big key means that it's not available in Hera Basement. So MM2 definitely needs either a hookshot or a bomb post to beat the seed. That could be a problem. It won't be a problem if he just straight needs the hookshot. Also, it's just here in Spike Cave. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah,
so that's mean though, because you're like, I don't want to get a GT without the hookshot. And I think, well, you know, there's 4 checks in the front that are not locked by keys. But there's a 5th chest, and that is Spike Cave. That I didn't think about.
Yeah, I hate it every time I hookshot in Spike Cave. It seems like it happens way too much.
Maybe MM2 is going there now, but Turtle Rock is something I would have wanted to do. Yeah, he's doing it too. Maybe
Did
it's
either of them check the ether tablet?
Yeah, they did. They didn't have the swords yet when they checked it. So I don't think we actually saw the item collected.
Okay.
I don't think it was any good. I don't really know why Chex went to GT instead of TR, but I think it might be because he already did TR and found 2 items, so the density is lower. The fact that there's only, I guess if you count Mimic Cave, there's like 3 items available to him, or 4 in TR. But GT is also just like 4 items in Logic immediately. Plus a whole bunch of stuff you can do that might turn up a bow. Chex is BOGO mode.
Yeah, whereas MM2 needs a bow and needs a way to beat Hera. So hookshot or the Bombos medallion in Skullwoods.
Hookshot's more likely to be his item because he'll just do it on the way to GT. I mean, he has to get there eventually. Maybe he finds Bombos and is like, okay, I'm in go mode, now we'll go to GT and doesn't do Spike Cave, but we'll see.
Probably the worst shot for MM2 here would be finding the bow in TR. Like, that's basically doing all of Pod Eastern for... Well, I guess he already cleared them mostly, but... You end up putting off all that.
Well, it's also just bad because it's easy for Chex to get. MM2 doesn't want the bows to be easy for Chex. He wants them to be buried so deep that he runs into his hookshot on the way.
The Burna Armos fight.
Seems to be much less laggy.
Yeah.
Have you tried this yet?
No, I haven't tried Burna.
Okay. MM2 has a key because he went back to front. So new checks for him. Plus the big key will be here. I like the bomb pickup. He had 0 bombs. He doesn't need any for TR, but he's thinking ahead. Chex had 0 magic and had to pick up the pot. Chex, I think a good play for Chex next would be to do TR, but maybe open it from the front, get your big key, and pick up Hookshot Cave on the way out.
Yeah. Unless something will skip because Bunny.
Bunny can't hover. Or do get in at all.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some weird mirror wrap you could use to get in, but then there's a bomb wall in the way.
Oh, there is. I think one of the arguments against hook shopping was being able to get in there as a bunny and then set up a hook that would make you able to bypass GT.
But how do you get in as a bunny? Oh,
There
you're
was a
saying you
mirror
can't.
wrap or something. No, there was. You get in there as a bunny and then you'd lonk. Like, the mirror wrap would lonk you, and that would let you stick a hook and get to GT.
I just don't see how do you do that without Link stating the glove.
It's Tajso stuff. You can't explain it.
The bow's in the front. It's in the compass room of GT. So that's go mode for Chex. And it's a comfortable go mode. He's choosing to climb now, which is fine. It's a marginal time save to save and quit and come back later. Do it at the
How
end.
much time will it take to do the fronted TR with the medallion, and then Scudge Woods to do the Dark World River Club? This is what I want to see.
It would be cool if like Skull was actually a crystal. I think it has been timed at least Scudge Woods is faster than saving and quitting. To walk there from Link's house, but not necessarily to walk there from clipping to GT at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think this is good for MM2. I don't know. I mean, if he beelines GT, what happens?
Chex is just ahead in
Yeah.
terms of stuff done.
And he has the tempered sword. MM2 beelines GT. It's good that he doesn't have the bow, but... Yeah. He has to do Spike Cave on the way to GT. He has to do it next. Or else he's going to have a hard time catching up.
To be fair, there's nothing left in terms of crystals for MM2 to do, so...
That's true.
Like it's a good shot.
One place that MM2 does have a little more progress on than Chex is finding the big key of Pod. I wish I could remember where that was. This looks like it might be a Hookshot Cave Super Bunny attempt, and maybe ending in Mimic Cave.
Oh yeah, I mean, going ahead and finishing, I think is okay if you're just checking stuff after TR. Like the big chest and the and Mimic Cave just feel like so terribly out of place. They almost feel like different checks in a different place altogether.
I somehow doubt MM2 will plug in a hover controller for this. Yeah, no, you don't go for that. Unless you're really confident it hovers. Oh, what's that up? I've never seen that before. Up torch.
Yeah,
What's
it's not
up torch?
faster, it just looks cool.
Not much. What's up torch with you?
Oh no. Oh no! It's in the chat now too! Alright, big decision here for MM2.
It's Mountain. Mountain's good. What can he do from Mountain that's not GT? He can go to...
DMD, yeah.
Yeah, but he has the mitts. I think he just walked there. Flute
The
mitts.
screen's gonna be wrapped.
This looks good.
This is positive.
This is a race. I really hope that maybe like a sword turns up to make it a little more even. Oh, silvers are just here. So the sword doesn't matter as much now.
Both bows in GT.
Oh man, if that first bow wasn't there, this was a Mimic Clip Seed. It's a Mimic Clip and like, you can't Molder and bounce that, so you miss out on the bow if you do. Okay, so here's Hookshot for MM2. Very good. He's on track. Oh, nice triple for Chex. Oh, he can't get spin speed.
Spin speed.
He didn't get spin speed, but he can't charge a sword now and spin, I think, because he's got burnout.
Just swap to the hook. Wait.
I thought of that. I'm embarrassed. I did think of that. I mean, that is the answer, is you turn your burnout off and do it again.
Yeah, it works fine.
Yeah, EP Big Key also was found. Chex has not done ice yet, and also has to do it without flippers. That could slow him down a little bit. But only, I don't know if his flute's active.
No, Chex did not activate the flute.
Oh, so that could slow him down too. The active flute's pretty good when you have nits. This will be Pod and Eastern together. Stalvos right. I'm trying to think if you do that in one item go mode. You don't.
Oh no. Just do Boing Magician. You're good.
Is that like Rando Rush version?
Yeah. You do Stalfos and then Mirror and then do all the right side.
Oh, it's like the full right.
It's not full right, but it wouldn't be full right either way, based on where the bow would be.
Okay, I'm paying attention now. Where's Chex finding his big key? Looks like Chex is considering going to the right side and changed his mind.
It's surprising. Yesterday they both had the two in front or the two in front and skipping right side, and they
Nice.
both correctly saw it and did it. So
Good. Alright, this is just straight full left. That's fine. It's faster than Hope left for getting to the right side. Silvers were in Moldworm 2's chest. So both bows were here. You just had to believe in Hookless GT. Next is having to dive the back of pod. So that's really good for MM2. That his dive into pod earlier was not in vain.
yeah, the full clear didn't cost as much. Here it is again. MM2 did not have full magic.
MM2 also didn't let them aggro. You usually want to start the Armoses so that they all bunch up into your Burna. He also doesn't have swords like Chex had, and his Master Sword is kind of annoying because he has to poke with it to get the full damage. Chex has the big key. What's he doing?
What is Chex?
Chex has opened the big chest. What's he looking for?
Yeah, this is just. I think this is just a Chex moment.
He's having a moment. Okay. He needs his blue boomerang so he can... Oh, he has it. He can do all the hook pushing. He'll be fine. Maybe he... I hope he didn't mistrack Swamp Pendant. That would be tragic.
Oh, that would be tragic.
That's the only thing I can think of. Like, it's the only thing he's missing at all. Let alone, you know, for go mode. I don't think Chex cares about ice logic. Chex can get into Ice Palace with nothing. He has the skills.
Chex could get into Ice Palace in ways that we haven't even imagined.
I think he's just having a moment. Like, forget that he's not looking for anything. Or, worse, he's looking for flippers. And flippers were in... Where were they? They were out of the way. They were in Eastern Big Key Chest.
Oh.
So I guess if he does Eastern and is in full clear mode, and he's like, oh, I guess I found the flippers. Wait, I don't need those. He'll be fine. He'll just do a few extra checks. So this will be go mode for MM2 shortly. Very generous on the magic too, but Chex still has that sword advantage.
Or MM2 doesn't climb here. Oh, MM2's climbing here.
He's climbing. I guess MM2 will benefit from having silvers in Eastern and Pod. He doesn't know that, though. Oh, that's a good point. He hasn't done Hera yet. Very quick for him, but it is going to put him in position to very quickly drop down and return to GT. He'll save a lot of time if he had put this off to the end. Alright.
Yeah.
Now it's time to look to see if Chex keeps moving after he finds his big key. The problem with mismarking, if he did mismark Swamp, the problem with that is you can get quite far before you even see the P in the corner of your screen. Because a good portion of doing Swamp is not being in Swamp. But he also unlocked it already, so I think you just walk in the front.
Oh, he did unlock it. That
Maybe
is
yeah,
a worse
maybe
sign. Yeah.
Oh god, maybe he does think it's a crystal. So if he
Maybe he
Swamp
thinks it's a crystal just because he unlocked it.
Oh, it must be good if I did it. So that raises the question of which crystal dungeon does he think is a pendant?
Oh no, this is a 8 crystal seed.
MM2 has a lot of potions, so he shouldn't have to worry too much about magic. I would actually probably just drink one right now to get a little speed on this fight.
Yeah.
He's burning cycles, trying to do spins and pokes.
This is probably trying to save to do Master Sword Ganon without silvers.
Maybe, but like, he has the flute. And a lot of dungeons left. Although most of them are like almost completely gutted from earlier trips. Oh, nice Popo hit.
Alright, no flippers from chest. No fairy from the boomerang for him too.
Alright, so there's... For Chex, he has Ice Palace and TR left. For MM2, it's Go mode, like just Blitz mode, Pod, Eastern, and Hera.
Yeah, it's very
close. TR is pretty quick, because Chex knows where the big key is. But he still has to get it. And Ice is just Go mode Ice. It's what it is. But getting to Ice is probably the thing that will slow him down the most. He has to get a fake flipper or set up a mirror app, and both of them are a little bit slower than what MM2S is able to do.
This is TR first.
So you won't be seeing your Scudgewoods walk to Ganon, sadly.
Sad. And this is straight into Laser Bridge, not doing the front. We haven't really done timing on this, but it definitely feels to me like just going to the front and then coming back and wrapping the back.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I agree. It feels like that would be faster, but I don't like to say, oh, he should be doing X and Y until it's been timed.
Yeah. I mean, sure, it could just be like a, sometimes side streets feel faster because you're moving instead of waiting in traffic kind of thing. Even though they're slower. Yeah, MM2 is fully finished TR and has, like, got the big key the first time in here and was able to finish.
MM2 did back to front. He only had one medallion. Probably couldn't even get in. And he just single dipped Turtle Rock.
K-Hair is MM2's first choice before the combo. Is MM2 going to open pod?
No. MM2 is going to do this and then drop down and Kiki skip. This makes sense.
I was just thinking about, like, after pod, you're done. Or after pod Eastern, you're done. If you could get out of there somehow.
I don't think you can.
Yeah,
You're pretty stuck in there when you have the mirror portal.
yeah, that's fair.
You just save. You just mirror and flute. Flute to 5 is faster than anything you could do to fiddle your way out of that situation. The sword MM2 missed was in Meyer. He's not getting that. I think at this point, it's set in stone that MM2Ness will not find a tempered sword. He has 2 bosses to kill that Chex has done, and that's the only thing he's going to do.
It's going to be real close, I think. I think the sword difference might end up being it. So how do you think Chex gets into ice?
I think he splash delete. Well, he'd have to fix his slots. Mirror wrap seems more likely to me, actually. It's a good question, though. I don't even know which one's better.
Oh, same. I have no idea.
Oh, Tam has an idea. Funny auto swim thing. That's the fastest way in.
Okay.
And Chex can do it.
So here's my question now.
What is Chex
What's
doing?
Chex doing?
He's looking for the flippers? I hope
Oh
not.
no!
No, Chex. Check your map. That's where
Chex
your
is what
flippers
is
are.
happening.
Press X to find your flippers. Oh no. This is really not a good sign. Especially because he left the flippers in Eastern. He doesn't even have a chance. Maybe he'll go and look for them in Ice. Hey Chex, you can do Ice without the flippers. You should
Flippers
go in
could
there.
be in ice. Some of the worst HMG seeds I played have had flippers in ice.
You should go there. It's great. It's where your flippers are that you're looking for. That's where you're going?
Oh no! I don't want Chex to be in the lower bracket! I'm in the lower bracket! It's too scary!
I think he's on the other side. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty safe from Chex, because the loser of this matchup plays a bracket that includes Retro Gaming, so that's Joshua, Dr. Earworm, Zero Rush, because he won that matchup, and Homemade Beer, as well as a few other people who are still playing out their matches.
Yeah, Chex thinks ice is a pendant.
I don't think Chex even marks his tracker.
Chex has notes.
Just, like,
he doesn't
yeah,
mark the auto tracker. He has
he
like
writes things down on paper. Yeah.
Like before every seed, I think he like has a grid or something of stuff that he does.
Why isn't Chex going to ice? We believe that he thinks swamp is the pendant, or the crystal, and he's looking for flippers, and he thinks ice is a pendant. The first sign of that was, I mean, we could have known maybe a long time ago when he went to Mire to unlock swamp, but when he was in pod, he opened the pod big chest when he should have been in go mode, and that was when we saw that things were amiss. So
Chex kept checking.
I'm a little sad because this is going to be a really close race if Chex knew he was in go mode. But I don't even know who would have won because it was, I think mm2 maybe would have reached Ganon first, but Chex had the sword advantage.
It's very close.
Oh, that's an interesting point. Yeah, if he was in Swamp from Mire though. So that doesn't add up. That would have been pendant as well.
Yeah.
He's actually going to ice, so he'll see this, maybe see the crystal marker if he looks before he loses.
Yeah, that's gotta be a terrible feel.
It actually makes a lot of sense for him to be here because he already did clear out Skull, and that's the only other pendant dungeon, you know, quote pendant dungeon he has.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if he like skips stuff now.
Oh, the Ganon touch.
Master Sword Ganon's tough. I'm interested to see it in the less lag mode when people start pulling out the Cane of Samaria for Ganon. That looks like it's going to be a harder fight because you have to think on your feet. You have to be faster.
Yeah. But it'll be a faster fight overall because no block lag.
I think this lag reduction will actually raise the skill ceiling of boss fights. Not necessarily in a way that like seasoned NMG runners will be happy with, but it will definitely be harder in a lot of ways to optimize.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to doing Argus every time in the lagless mode because it's hard.
Well, eventually Chex will get a crystal, and I'll see it. You can only go so far and avoid this crystal. I can't remember if Cadence of Hyrule is one of those MSU packs that tells you when you have all 7 crystals. Maybe he'll get that as well. Cold Sword does not have an item. Ice-T has... Oh, no. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe
he leaves.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. mm2nes is about to cross the bridge and take game 2. for this bracket victory.
Everyone get your GGs in chat. Please follow the runners. It was a great race. And follow my my co-commentator and tracker, Malmo, and other Tom.
Follow This Is Not Yoho, even though he doesn't want you to.
I see. Yeah.
Yoho is potentially my opponent, so we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Alright, and we're joined by mm2nescartridge. GG's MM2.
Thank you, Yoho. GG's Chex.
The Chex mistracked a pendant.
Man, that sucks.
He's looking for flippers and ice. He thinks he's a pendant ice.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a little sad. You guys were actually really close.
That was the last sword!
The last sword. Two
the last
swords in
sword.
pendant dungeons. Myra was the other sword, in case you're wondering. You weren't getting those.
Dang. Yeah, I was like... I felt pretty good until I soft-locked or didn't want to continue to risking hard-locking, exiting desert area, and I was like, oh, I've lost a minute. So I figured when I was in ice, I can make that minute back up by skipping iced tea, since I hadn't really done that yet. So, or felt like I had done anything that did that yet. But felt pretty okay about the Pearl and routing that in. And then felt pretty okay about my Dark World. I feel like I should have, instead of saving quitting out of ice and then Hype Cave as well, I should have mirrored and fluted to 4 to do Hype Cave and then save and quit out of that. Because I wanted to save and quit before TR Mirror Wrap, but I also didn't want to lose too much time doing so.
You can't hardlock TR Mirror Wrap, can you?
There's probably a way, but I don't think you can. At least I haven't, but I didn't want to risk it.
Chex is about to get a crystal. Maybe this will clue him in.
Yeah, is he assuming that Swamp's a crystal?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we think. He's looking for stuff, and the only thing he's missing is the flippers.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It seemed to have happened early, too, because he went into Mire, like, immediately to unlock Swamp, and we're like, why is he doing this? But it makes sense to do if you think Swamp's a pendant, or a crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks to win that way, but it's how it goes.
It's just one of those things that happens. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, a win
It
is a
is.
win. Part of Rando is, dividing your brain to think about execution, think about what you need to do to beat the game, and, a little bit tracking is a skill, but you don't have to actually click buttons to track. If you're really good at memorizing stuff, you can just do that. Take notes on a piece of paper, but it's all part of Rando.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. It's like it's all the big skill set, and it's how it goes. But yeah, definitely big GGs to Chex. I was really scared to come up against him. He definitely deserves the 1 seed spot, and yeah, also very glad to beat him. But yeah.
Well, I've seen you seem to have leveled up a lot since the 2021 was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
you have a 115 all dungeons time. You've been just killing the brackets. So, I mean, you are no slouch in this tournament either.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I've taken a break from Glitch for the past, since 2021-ish, and, just done a lot of other stuff, Super Metroid, SMZ3, a lot of that, and then just come back to this lately, and I'm definitely glad I'm playing Glitched again. It's super refreshing. I'm definitely having a lot of fun, but I definitely think I've made it this far. Whatever happens after this, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
With how I've done.
Winning is cool, but getting far in the tournament is a series of wins, and they're all something to be proud of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say I'm too disappointed with my play out, except for the outside of desert shenanigans. That was silliness.
That was scary to look at.
I think you were in the right to save and quit. I mean, Yoho wanted you to save and quit sooner.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do this one more time, and then it just looked all like that, and I was like, I'm not messing around with this anymore. I'm going to save and quit and not hard lock.
Yeah, that's stuff I only see normally when I'm doing overworld conveyor, and I'm trying to get the actual pixel, but
Yeah, I think
see the
I needed to
corruption
go
is-
like half a screen farther right and do it where I do it in the dark world, but I didn't think of that until after I'd said and quit.
Yeah, I always look at like the slope for checkerboard cave
Yeah,
and just go up from there. But yeah,
yeah,
get your GGs in chat for checks.
yeah.
Finishing
GG
with a
checks.
128.22. Just a tough beat, mistracking there.
Yep. Also, I'd like to point out, if you guys haven't already, I finished with a 123.45. The funny
Oh,
number.
nice.
Yeah. Didn't I actually saw a race in Super Metroid where the loser was like finishing with like a 123.2x normally, and they waited on the ship for like 20 seconds to get the 123.45. I'm so glad it happened naturally this time.
Imagine doing that and missing the big
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
that would feel bad. Yeah, GG checks.
GG.
Yeah, GG's checks. So what? I don't really know what to say there. What do you think it was just the early Mire play and having to go through swamp that kind of mixed you up there, or
I thought Swamp was a pendant. I mean a crystal.
so it was just from the original map check? It was just ruined from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah,
it
that
was
sucks.
a very close race into what we knew was go mode. Hard to know, but MM2 certainly had a chance to still win this. So you can say like, oh, I lost because of that, but like it was anyone's game either way.
Yeah. Yeah, it does suck making major mistakes like that are not gameplay related. But yeah, I feel you there.
I mistracked Swamp once before, I think in 2021, probably the same tournament. And I meant to be very careful about that whenever I play rando. But I don't know what happened. I meant to be very careful even today, but it couldn't. It got mixed up when I looked at the map, I think. Because I kept seeing the pendant on ice. Ice pendant. So I don't know. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure.
stuff happens.
But yeah, I guess with that, checks, you're not done in the tournament. You do have a lower bracket to terrify. I'm already terrified being in the lower bracket, hearing about it.
Yeah, but
So-
you're on the other side. You're fine. Jax,
Yeah.
you had a nice long break to play lots of Tears of the Kingdom
That's true.
and delete Ganon speedruns.
Good to know.
Everybody should go follow Chex and redeem Delete Ganon just to see what that looks like. It's a pretty cool speedrun. If you could call it that, it's more like surgery on the game. And follow MM2 as well, who's been doing a lot of stuff in Super Metroid and Link to the Past, if you're into that.
Yeah, MM2 in a tear on 2 tournaments right now, in the SM Rando tournament and in this one.
Yeah. Also, me and Farfel are undefeated in the little small SMZ3 co-op tournament.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't think we've dropped it. I think, yeah, we haven't dropped a game in that one.
you guys are ringers in that tournament, though, man. That is
Yeah.
not even near fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sad that, like, the, like, Selsky Andy or Breast Dante or somebody didn't join that one. But it's a pretty small tournament. We were just like, meh, we're in the mood to play co-op. Let's do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fun tournament. But yeah, with that, I think we're done. Like to once again thank the runners for putting on a great show. Chex and MM2, please go follow them. And my co-com, Malmo, and our tracker, Other Tom, please go follow them too. And unless anyone has anything else, I think we're done.
Just thanks Malmo and Yoho for comms and Tom for tracking.
GG's, thanks all.